So every time a new Pokemon TCG set gets announced, the newest one that's going to be in Japanese is Paradise Dragano. A lot of people are pretty excited about that. I think that's going to be in Surging Sparks in English. Looking forward to that stuff coming out. I'm sure people are going to have a great old time. Every time those come out, there's like these leaks that'll kind of float around for the cards that'll be in there. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of looking at them. I like actually opening the set and kind of getting a taste of what's in the set without having being spoiled from it from the internet. You can't do that, unfortunately, especially someone who creates content, someone's on Instagram. I basically know what the entire set has, minus a couple of the extra good pulls. Those usually show up about 2 weeks or a week before the actual set comes out. Usually from people getting a little bit of early access, opening the boxes up, and then just posting everywhere, and everyone just runs wild, throws it up on their stories, makes YouTube content out of it. Go ahead, do your thing, right? Well, there was one instance, especially at Paradise Dragano, where people kind of lost their minds for a little bit. It was temporary. A lot of people kind of like stomped on it a little bit, but there was a very huge, sizable amount of people who thought a certain card show. And this happens for a lot of releases. This is not exclusive just to like super recently. There was a couple of cards that were floating around way back when that people thought were real. I think there was like a Gengar card people thought was real floating around for the EX era, and it got shut down immediately. That sucker was fake. A lot of things pop up. This one in particular was about trainers, though, and trainers do something special to the people in this Pokemon space. They lose their mind, especially over the potential money and flipping and all that good stuff they're going to do, which by all means, go have at it, do your thing, make your stuff. It's a grand old time for everybody now. The Pokemon community is liberated and free. Everybody can just do whatever the hell they want when it comes to all that stuff. We're going to hold everyone to that standard. In this case, we're looking at a Lesia card right here. Now, Lesia was teased for Paradise Dragano. There's a standard Lesia card in there, so people naturally assume there's going to be an SAR. And then this picture started floating around, and the amount of stories I saw floating around where people were like, whoa, this is insane. This is crazy. This is going to be the... Whoa, my wallet's not ready for this and all that. And then you start looking at the card a little bit more, and it's obvious, at least to me, but I guess to some people it's not. This card's not a real card. This is a custom card that's made by somebody. I've seen this previously. There was a Lacy card that was basically done in the exact same fashion format. Don't get me wrong, I think these custom cards look fantastic. They could fucking rival some of the actual artists or kind of surpass some of the ones that we've had in my personal opinion. They're not bad cards by any stretch of the imagination. There was a Lacy one where it had the Slowbro with it, the Galarian style Slowbro with the Mega Man Buster arm right there. I like that a good little bit. This Lesia one got a lot of people excited because it had the Swib and the Altaria. That's kind of another thing for me. If a card's a little too good to be true and it's not coming directly from Pokemon, I would definitely kind of hold off a little bit. But yeah, this is not the case for this card. It's not real. If you zoom in, Yuzupon V is who made this one, and they actually have an Instagram page. This is how I know about that stuff. And they actually post up some of these cards. They make content where they show them doing this with the cards and just show them making little like mock booster packs opening up. It's purely for content. It's not to like try to trick anybody, because at the very end of the video, they actually show them drawing and creating said card to put up in these mock packs for the content. It's pretty interesting. It's content, of course. I mean, obviously, like if they didn't put anything out in the very same reel, they actually show that it's not a real card, that it's something that they drew themselves. And like I said, they look pretty good. You actually want to follow Yuzupon V, I highly recommend that. I think the content's decent. Like I said, the custom cards really don't look bad at all. Just saw a lot of people post on the stories. There's a lot of people that kind of thought this card was real. Just wanted to kind of pop that bubble and be like, yeah, it's definitely not. I saw a couple other stories saying it wasn't as well, but definitely not enough people to actually make a difference. I think there's still a good chunk of people that think this card is real. Just wanted to pop that bubble. And sorry, Lesia still might get an SAR, but it's probably not going to be that. Like, I don't know what it's going to look like. And maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. Lesia is still going to get one probably. If she doesn't, I'd be kind of shocked. But it's up to the Pokemon Company what they do either way. I think Paradise Dragano is going to be a very good set. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm very excited about the goofy Alolan Executor. Just a little food for thought. Appreciate it, Virgin Gang. Have a good one. And yeah, just keep a lookout on those really sketchy looking trainer cards that kind of float around where people just have screenshots. The leaks. Just take a good look at them.